Hey Aries, I need to talk to you about something really significant that just came through in this reading. I pulled the cards for you today, and honestly, the energy here is unlike anything I have seen in quite a while. So just settle in, because what I am about to share with you is going to resonate on such a deep level. And I have a feeling you are going to recognize exactly what the universe is trying to tell you right now. Before we dive into the actual cards, I want you to understand something. This reading is about your future, about what is coming toward you, about the shifts that are already in motion, even if you cannot quite see them yet. And Aries, I am going to be completely honest with you. When I laid out these cards, I had to pause for a moment because the message was so clear, so powerful, and so full of promise that it actually gave me chills. So let me just jump right in, because I know you Aries folks do not like waiting around. You want the truth, you want it straight, and you want it now. And that is exactly what I am going to give you. The very first card that came through for you is the Six of Pentacles. And Aries, when I tell you this card is practically glowing with abundance energy, I mean it. The Six of Pentacles is all about generosity, giving and receiving, and the flow of wealth and resources. But here is what makes this so incredibly powerful for you right now. This is not just about money landing in your lap randomly. This card is telling me that you are moving into a position where you become the one who has something valuable to offer. You are stepping into a role where people are going to look at you differently because you have something they need, something they want, something they respect. Think about what this really means for a second. For how long have you been working hard, putting in the effort, maybe feeling like you were not quite getting the recognition you deserved? How many times have you shown up and given your all, only to feel like the universe was not quite matching your energy? Well, Aries, that is about to change. The Six of Pentacles is telling me that there is a wealthy beginning approaching you. And I do not just mean financially, although that is absolutely part of it. I am talking about wealth and opportunities, wealth and connections, wealth in the respect and acknowledgement you are finally going to receive. What I love about this card is that it shows someone in a position of power, someone who has resources and is distributing them. And in your reading, you are that person. You are moving into a space where you have the power to choose, where you have options, where you are no longer scrambling or struggling. Instead, you are going to be in a position where others come to you, where they recognize your value, where they understand that you have something special to offer. And this is going to feel so incredibly validating after everything you have been through. But here is something else. The Six of Pentacles is showing me there is someone who has been watching you from a distance, someone who sees your worth even when you might have doubted yourself. This person could be a mentor, a business partner, someone in a position of authority, or even someone romantic who has the means to genuinely support you. And Aries, they are getting ready to step forward. They are getting ready to offer you something significant. This could be a job opportunity, a business proposal, financial support, or even just acknowledgement and validation that opens doors for you. Whatever form it takes, this is going to be substantial. This is not a small gesture. This is someone recognizing your true value and being willing to invest in you because they see your potential. And I need to emphasize this because it is so important. You have spent time giving, supporting others, being there when people needed you. The Six of Pentacles is the universe saying it is time for that energy to come back to you. It is time for you to be on the receiving end of generosity. It is time for you to accept abundance without guilt, without feeling like you do not deserve it, without questioning whether it is real. This is real, Aries. This wealthy beginning is approaching, and you need to be ready to receive it with open arms. Now, the second card that came through is the Queen of Pentacles. And Aries, when this card shows up right after the Six of Pentacles, we are talking about some serious material world success. The Queen of Pentacles is the ultimate card of financial security, practical wisdom, and someone who has built something real and lasting. This is not about quick wins or temporary gains. This is about establishing yourself in a way that creates long-term stability and comfort. What the Queen of Pentacles is telling me is that you are stepping into a phase of your life where you are going to embody this energy of groundedness, security, and practical abundance. If you have been feeling scattered, uncertain about your finances, worried about your future, the Queen of Pentacles is here to tell you that those days are coming to an end. You are about to experience what it feels like to have your feet firmly planted on solid ground. You are about to know what it is like to look at your life and feel genuinely secure. But here is what makes this even more interesting. The Queen of Pentacles often represents a person as well. And in your reading, this could be showing me that there is a woman in your life who is going to play a significant role in this transformation. This could be a boss, a mentor, a family member, or even someone you have not met yet who is going to come into your world and help you in very practical, tangible ways. This person has resources, has experience, has connections, and they are going to see something in you that makes them want to help you succeed. They are going to open doors that might have seemed closed before. They are going to share wisdom that could take you years to learn on your own. And Aries, you need to be open to receiving this help, this guidance, this support. Alternatively, the Queen of Pentacles could be telling me that you are stepping into this role yourself, that you are developing this energy of practical wisdom, of knowing how to handle money, how to create security, how to build something lasting. And honestly, this makes so much sense after the Six of Pentacles, because that card showed you receiving, and now the Queen of Pentacles is showing you what you do with what you receive. You are not going to waste it. You are not going to squander opportunities. You are going to be smart, strategic, and intentional about how you build your future. What I am also picking up from the Queen of Pentacles is that this transformation is going to affect every single area of your life. When you feel financially secure, when you feel like you have built something solid, it changes how you show up in relationships. It changes how you feel about yourself. It changes the opportunities you feel confident enough to pursue. The Queen of Pentacles is earthy, grounded, nurturing energy, and she is telling me that you are about to create a life that feels genuinely comfortable. Not just comfortable in the material sense, although that is part of it, but comfortable in your own skin, comfortable with where you are headed, comfortable with the choices you are making. And here is something really beautiful about this card. The Queen of Pentacles is generous without being foolish. She helps others, but never at the expense of her own security. She gives from a place of abundance, not from a place of depletion. So as you move into this wealthy beginning, as you start to experience this transformation, you are also going to develop wisdom about how to maintain it, how to protect it, how to ensure that you never go back to feeling uncertain or unstable. You are learning, Aries. You are growing in ways that are going to serve you for the rest of your life. The third card that came through is the Page of Wands. And oh my goodness, Aries, this card just makes so much sense for you. The Page of Wands is all about new beginnings, enthusiasm, creative ideas, and the courage to pursue something that excites you. This is the energy of someone who sees a possibility and thinks, you know what? I am going to go for it. I am not going to talk myself out of it. I am not going to let fear hold me back. I am just going to move. What the Page of Wands is showing me is that part of this wealthy beginning involves you stepping into something new. This could be a new career path, a new business venture, a new creative project, or even just a completely new way of approaching your life. And Aries, you are going to feel excited about this. You are going to feel that spark of inspiration that makes you want to jump out of bed in the morning. You are going to feel alive in a way that maybe you have not felt in a while. Here is what I love about the Page of Wands showing up in your reading. This card is telling me that you are not just going to sit back and wait for things to happen to you. Yes, the Six of Pentacles showed opportunities coming toward you. And yes, the Queen of Pentacles showed you building security. But the Page of Wands is YOUR energy responding to all of this. This is you saying, okay, universe, I see what you are offering me, and I am ready to run with it. I am ready to take these opportunities and turn them into something amazing. The Page of Wands also carries this energy of fearlessness. Pages in the tarot are young, inexperienced in some ways, but they have this incredible advantage of not knowing enough to be afraid. They have not been beaten down by life yet. They still believe that anything is possible. And Aries, even if you have been through challenges, even if you have experienced setbacks, the Page of Wands is telling me that you are reconnecting with that part of yourself that believes in possibilities. You are rediscovering your courage. You are remembering what it feels like to be bold. I am also seeing that the Page of Wands might represent a message or news that is coming your way. Pages often bring information, and in the Suit of Wands, this information is going to be exciting, motivating, and action-oriented. This could be a phone call, an email, a conversation, or just an idea that suddenly hits you and changes everything. And when this message arrives, you are going to know exactly what to do with it. You are going to recognize it as the opportunity you have been waiting for. And you are going to have the courage to act on it immediately. What the Page of Wands is also telling me is that this new beginning is going to feel authentic to who you really are. This is not about forcing yourself to do something because you think you should. This is not about following someone else's path or living up to someone else's expectations. The Page of Wands is pure, authentic enthusiasm for something that genuinely lights you up inside. And Aries, when you are operating from that place of genuine excitement, there is nothing you cannot achieve. You become unstoppable. Now we move to the fourth card, and this one is intense. The Devil card showed up, and I know some people get scared when they see this card. But Aries, in the context of your reading, this is actually incredibly revealing. The Devil card is about attachments, obsessions, things we feel chained to, and yes, sometimes unhealthy patterns. But here is what makes this fascinating in your spread. The Devil is showing me what someone else is going through regarding you. There is someone in your life, or someone who used to be in your life, who cannot stop thinking about you. And I am not talking about casual thoughts here and there. I am talking about obsession. This person is chained to thoughts of you. They wake up thinking about you. They go to sleep thinking about you. You pop into their mind at random moments throughout the day. And here is the thing, Aries. This is causing them genuine distress because they do not have you. They cannot have you. Maybe they lost you. Maybe they pushed you away. Maybe they never had the courage to pursue you in the first place. But whatever the situation, they are trapped in this mental and emotional prison where you are all they can think about. The Devil card shows two figures chained. And what is interesting is that the chains are loose. They could remove them if they wanted to, but they do not. They stay trapped. And this is exactly what this person is doing. They are choosing to stay stuck in this pattern of thinking about you, fantasizing about you, regretting their choices regarding you. And Aries, they cry for you in secret. They do not show this to the world. They maintain a facade. They pretend everything is fine. They might even be with someone else or appear to have moved on. But in private, in the quiet moments, they are tormented by thoughts of you. What makes the Devil card so powerful here is that it shows me this person recognizes what they lost. They understand the value of what they had with you or what they could have had with you, and that awareness is what keeps them chained. They cannot forget you because they know somewhere deep inside that you were special, that what you offered was real, that they made a mistake by not choosing you, by not fighting for you, by not recognizing your worth when they had the chance. And here's what the universe wants you to understand through this card. This person's obsession with you, their inability to let you go mentally and emotionally, this is not your burden to carry. The Devil card in their position shows that this is THEIR, lesson to learn. This is their karmic experience. You are free. You are moving forward into this wealthy beginning. You are stepping into abundance and new opportunities. But they are stuck, replaying the past, wishing things were different, unable to move forward because they cannot release their attachment to you. The Devil also shows me that this person might have some unhealthy patterns or addictions they are dealing with. This does not necessarily mean substance abuse, although it could. But it might be patterns of self-sabotage, patterns of pushing away good things, patterns of not knowing how to accept love or give love in healthy ways. And their inability to be with you, their loss of you, is holding up a mirror to all of these patterns. You became the catalyst for them having to face themselves, and that is a very uncomfortable place to be. So, Aries, as you move into this new chapter, as these blessings start flowing into your life, I want you to remember that you do not owe anything to people who could not see your value when they had the chance. You do not need to rescue them from their own patterns. You do not need to go back and try to fix what was broken. The Devil card is showing you very clearly that their situation is of their own making, and the only person who can free them from those chains is themselves. The fifth card is the King of Swords. And Aries, this card is bringing such strong, clear, decisive energy to your reading. The King of Swords represents mastery of the mind, intellectual clarity, truth, justice, and the ability to cut through confusion with precision and wisdom. When this card shows up, we are talking about someone who sees situations exactly as they are, not as they wish them to be or fear them to be, but as they actually are. What the King of Swords is telling me is that as you move through this transformation, as you step into this wealthy beginning, you are going to develop or strengthen this quality of mental clarity. You are going to see people and situations with such clear vision that it will be almost impossible for anyone to deceive you or manipulate you. You are going to trust your intellect. You are going to trust your ability to analyze, assess, and make decisions based on facts and logic rather than just emotions or hopes. This is so important for you right now, Aries, because as opportunities come your way, as people offer you things, as doors open, you need to have the discernment to know which opportunities are genuine and which ones are not. You need to be able to see through flattery and recognize real respect. You need to understand the difference between someone who wants to help you succeed and someone who wants to use you for their own benefit. The King of Swords is giving you this gift of discernment. But here is something else I am picking up. The King of Swords can also represent a person in your life and in the context of your reading. This could be showing me that there is someone with very strong King of Swords energy who is going to be significant in this next chapter. This could be a man or a woman, but they will have this quality of intellectual sharpness, honesty, fairness, and authority. This person might be someone who offers you an opportunity, someone who becomes a mentor, someone who speaks truth to you even when it is hard to hear, or someone who stands up for you when you need an advocate. What I find really interesting is that the King of Swords has no patience for games, for manipulation, for dishonesty. This king values truth above all else. So if this is a person coming into your life, they are going to appreciate your authenticity. They are going to respect your directness. And they are going to expect the same level of honesty and integrity from you. This is not someone you can charm or manipulate. This is someone you build trust with through consistent honesty and competence. The King of Swords is also telling me that you might need to embody this energy yourself in certain situations. There might be times when you need to have difficult conversations, times when you need to set boundaries, times when you need to say no even when it is uncomfortable, times when you need to speak truth even when others do not want to hear it. And the King of Swords is giving you the strength and clarity to do exactly that. What I also see with this card is that you are going to become someone others come to for advice, for perspective, for honest feedback. People are going to recognize that you have this quality of seeing through situations clearly, and they are going to value your input. This is part of the wealth that is coming to you, Aries. It is not just material wealth. It is also the wealth of being respected for your mind, your judgment, your wisdom. People are going to listen to you in ways they might not have before. The King of Swords also brings this energy of justice and fairness. So if you have been dealing with any situations where you felt treated unfairly, where you felt like you did not get what you deserved, the King of Swords is telling me that truth is going to come to light. The scales are going to balance. What was hidden is going to be revealed. And you are going to be vindicated in situations where you might have been doubted or questioned. Moving to the sixth card, we have the Knight of Swords and Aries. This card is absolutely charging into your reading with intense, focused, rapid energy. The Knight of Swords is all about swift action, direct communication, cutting through obstacles, and pursuing goals with single-minded determination. When this knight shows up, things start moving. What the Knight of Swords is showing me is that once you get clarity, once you see the path forward, once you make your decision, you are going to move fast. There is no hesitation with this knight. There is no second guessing. There is no slow, cautious approach. The Knight of Swords sees the target and goes straight for it with absolute conviction and speed. And Aries, this is the energy you are going to be embodying as you pursue these opportunities that are opening up for you. Think about what this means in practical terms. Once you get that job offer, you are going to know immediately whether it is right for you, and you are going to act decisively. Once you see the business opportunity, you are going to move on it before others even finish deliberating. Once you recognize the relationship or connection that aligns with your future, you are going to pursue it with courage and directness. The Knight of Swords does not waste time. This knight understands that opportunities have windows, and those windows do not stay open forever. But here's what I want you to be aware of with the Knight of Swords energy. This knight is so focused on the goal that sometimes they can miss important details along the way. They can be so intent on reaching the destination that they do not always pay attention to what is happening around them. So as you embody this swift, decisive energy, I also want you to balance it with the clarity of the King of Swords who came before. Use your intellect. Use your discernment. Move fast, yes, but move fast in the right direction. The Knight of Swords can also represent communication, and specifically, very direct, honest, possibly even blunt communication. So you might find yourself having conversations where you need to speak your truth clearly and without softening it. You might need to advocate for yourself forcefully. You might need to negotiate firmly. You might need to tell someone exactly what you think without worrying about whether they will like hearing it. And Aries, the Knight of Swords, is giving you the courage to do exactly that. What I am also seeing is that the Knight of Swords might represent news or information that comes to you very suddenly. This could be an unexpected message, a surprise announcement, or information that changes your understanding of a situation completely. And when this happens, it is going to require you to think quickly and respond decisively. The Knight of Swords is preparing you for this. You are not going to be caught off guard. You are going to be ready to act on whatever comes your way. There is also this quality with the Knight of Swords of being a bit of a lone warrior. This knight does not wait for others to catch up. This knight does not need consensus or approval. This knight sees what needs to be done and does it in Aries. Part of stepping into this wealthy beginning might mean that you are going to need to make some moves independently. You might need to go after things on your own without waiting for others to validate your choices. You might need to trust yourself even when others express doubt. The Knight of Swords has that confidence, that self-assurance, and you are tapping into exactly that energy. Now, the 7th card is the Knight of Cups, and this is where your reading takes a really beautiful emotional turn. After all this mental clarity and swift action, the Knight of Cups brings in the realm of feelings, emotions, romance, and heartfelt connections. The Knight of Cups is the ultimate romantic of the tarot. This is the knight who shows up with flowers, with poetry, with genuine heartfelt expressions of love and devotion. But the Knight of Cups is showing me is that alongside all this material success and intellectual growth, there is also someone who has very deep feelings for you. This is not casual attraction. This is not surface-level interest. The Knight of Cups represents someone whose emotions run deep, someone who is genuinely moved by you, someone who sees you as special, as worthy of their devotion, as deserving of their best. Now, here is what makes this interesting in your reading. The Knight of Cups often represents someone who is approaching, someone who is making their way toward you, someone who is preparing to make their feelings known. So this could be indicating that there is a person who is getting ready to step forward and express their emotions to you. They might have been holding back. They might have been uncertain about how you would respond. They might have been dealing with their own fears or obstacles. But the Knight of Cups shows movement toward you, shows someone who has made the decision to be brave, to be vulnerable, to let you know how they truly feel. This person has the qualities of the Knight of Cups, which means they are romantic, sensitive, emotionally aware, creative, and idealistic. They believe in real connection. They believe in soulmates and deep bonds and relationships that mean something beyond just convenience or chemistry. They are not looking for something casual. They are looking for something real. And Aries, they see that potential with you. What the Knight of Cups is also telling me is that this person might express themselves in creative or artistic ways. They might write to you, create something for you, share music with you, or find beautiful ways to communicate their feelings beyond just words. There is this quality of wanting to sweep you off your feet, of wanting to make their approach memorable, of wanting you to feel special and cherished. But I also want you to consider that the Knight of Cups might be representing an energy that you are going to be experiencing. Maybe you are the one who is going to feel swept up in romantic feelings. Maybe you are going to meet someone who touches your heart in unexpected ways. Maybe you are going to find yourself feeling more open to love, more willing to be vulnerable, more ready to explore emotional connection than you have been in a while. The Knight of Cups also speaks to following your heart, pursuing what brings you joy, allowing yourself to dream and to believe in beautiful possibilities. And after everything you have been through, Aries, you deserve to feel this way. You deserve to experience the magic of genuine emotional connection. You deserve to be with someone who sees your worth and treats you accordingly. What makes this even more powerful is that the Knight of Cups is showing up after the Devil card, which showed someone who is trapped in their obsession with you. The contrast is striking. The Devil showed someone stuck, chained, unable to move forward. But the Knight of Cups shows someone free, moving toward you with open heart and genuine intention. This is the universe showing you the difference between unhealthy attachment and genuine love. One keeps you trapped. The other sets you free. The 8th card is the Tower. And okay, I know this card can seem scary at first glance. But Aries, in the context of your reading, this is actually showing necessary destruction that makes way for the new life you are building. The Tower is about sudden change, structures that collapse, revelations that shatter illusions, and yes, sometimes shock and upheaval. But here's what the Tower really does. It tears down what was never solid in the first place. What the Tower is showing me is that as you move into this wealthy beginning, as these blessings start manifesting, there are going to be some things in your current life that cannot come with you. There are going to be structures, situations, maybe even relationships that are going to fall away, and it might happen suddenly. It might happen in ways that feel uncomfortable or even shocking. But Aries, the Tower is actually protecting you by removing what would have held you back. Think about it this way. Imagine you are building a beautiful new house, but there is an old, unstable structure on the land. You cannot build the new until you tear down the old. The Tower is that demolition process. It is the universe saying, these things you have been holding on to, these situations you have been tolerating, these patterns you have been repeating, they have to go. They cannot exist in the new reality you are creating. The Tower often brings truth to light. It reveals what was hidden. It exposes lies, deception, false foundations. So if there have been situations in your life where you suspected something was not quite right but could not quite put your finger on it, the Tower is going to make it obvious. And while that moment of revelation might be uncomfortable, it is also incredibly freeing because once you know the truth, you can make decisions based on reality rather than illusion. What I am also seeing with the Tower is that some of the sudden changes might be external circumstances beyond your control, but they are actually redirecting you towards something better. Maybe a job ends abruptly, but that forces you to pursue the opportunity that was really meant for you. Maybe a relationship falls apart, but that clears the space for the genuine connection shown by the Knight of Cups. Maybe plans you made fall through, but that opens up a path you had not even considered that turns out to be exactly right. The Tower is also about liberation. Those figures falling from the Tower, they look like they're in distress, but they are also being freed from confinement. Sometimes we stay in our towers, our safe structures, even when they are limiting us, because we are afraid of the unknown. The Tower takes away that choice. It says, you are leaving whether you think you are ready or not. And on the other side of that Tower moment, there is so much more available to you than what you were holding on to. I want you to understand something really important. Aries, the Tower in your reading is not a punishment. It is not the universe being cruel. It is actually the universe loving you enough to remove obstacles you might not have had the courage to remove yourself. It is clearing the path. It is making space. It is ensuring that when these blessings arrive, when this wealthy beginning manifests, there is ROOM for it in your life. The ninth card is the Lovers and Aries. After the Tower cleared away what was not meant for you, the Lovers shows up to reveal what is meant for you. The Lovers is one of the most beautiful cards in the entire tarot deck. This is about divine union, perfect alignment, choices made from the heart, and relationships or partnerships that feel like they were destined. What the Lovers is telling me is that there is a significant relationship or partnership coming into your life that is going to feel like fate. This could be romantic. And given that we already saw the Knight of Cups, there is definitely a strong romantic energy in your reading. But the Lovers can also represent business partnerships, creative collaborations, or deep friendships that change your life. Whatever form this connection takes, it is going to feel right on every level. The Lovers is about choice, and specifically, choosing from a place of alignment with your highest good. So as you move through this transformation, as opportunities present themselves, as people come into your life, you are going to have the clarity to recognize what truly aligns with your values, your goals, your authentic self. And you are going to have the courage to choose those things, even if they are different from what you thought you wanted or what others expect of you. What makes the Lovers so powerful is that this card represents harmony, balance, and mutual respect. If this is showing a romantic relationship, it is telling me that you are going to experience a partnership where both people value each other equally, where both people bring something important to the relationship, where both people feel seen and appreciated for who they really are. This is not a relationship where you have to diminish yourself. This is not a relationship where you have to pretend to be someone you are not. This is a relationship where your authentic self is not just accepted, but celebrated. The Lovers also speaks to integration of opposites, of bringing together different aspects of yourself or your life in a way that feels whole and complete. Maybe you have felt like you had to choose between career success and personal happiness, between financial security and creative expression, between being strong and being vulnerable. The Lovers is saying you do not have to choose. You can have both. You can integrate all aspects of who you are into a life that feels balanced and fulfilling. What I am also picking up is that the Lovers represents a decision point, and the choice you make is going to set the direction for this entire new chapter of your life. When the opportunity presents itself, when the person shows up, when the moment arrives, you are going to know in your heart what the right choice is. And the universe is supporting you in making that choice fearlessly. The Lovers is also about values and what you hold sacred. So part of this transformation involves you getting really clear about what matters most to you. Not what society says should matter. Not what your family expects. Not what looks good on paper. But what your soul truly values. And when you make choices from that place of deep inner knowing, everything else falls into place. The 10th and final card is the Four of Wands and Aries. This card is the perfect ending to your reading because it represents celebration, achievement, joy, stability, and coming home to yourself. The Four of Wands is that moment when you can finally take a breath, look at what you have built, and feel genuine pride and happiness about where you are. What the Four of Wands is showing me is that all of this transformation, all of these changes, all of the challenges and revelations and growth, it is leading you to a place of genuine celebration. You are going to reach a point where you can look at your life and feel truly happy with what you see, where you feel like you have created something solid and beautiful, where you feel like you finally have the stability and joy you have been working toward. The Four of Wands often represents a milestone, a significant achievement, something worth acknowledging and celebrating. This could be reaching a financial goal, completing a project, establishing a new business, moving to a new home, or formalizing a relationship. Whatever form it takes, this is a moment of arrival. This is you reaching a destination you have been working toward, and it is going to feel amazing. What I love about the Four of Wands is that it also represents community and support. This is not about achieving something in isolation and then celebrating alone. This card shows people coming together, sharing joy, supporting each other. So as you step into this new chapter, as this wealthy beginning manifests, you are also going to find your people. You are going to build or strengthen connections with others who genuinely celebrate your success, who are happy for you without jealousy, who support your growth without trying to hold you back. The Four of Wands also has this energy of freedom within structure. You have the stability of those four wands creating a solid foundation, but you also have the open sky above, representing infinite possibility. So you are going to feel secure and free. You are going to have the stability you need while still having the flexibility to pursue whatever calls to you. This is such a balanced, harmonious energy. What the Four of Wands is also telling me is that home is going to become really important to you. Whether this means your physical living space or that feeling of being at home within yourself, you are going to create or discover a sense of belonging that has maybe been missing. You are going to feel settled in the best possible way, not stuck or stagnant, but peacefully grounded in a life that feels authentically yours. The Four of Wands represents harvest time, when all the seeds you planted are finally bearing fruit. All the work you have done, all the challenges you have overcome, all the growth you have experienced, it is all coming together into something tangible and beautiful. And you are going to get to enjoy it. You are not going to rush past this moment. You are going to allow yourself to savor it, to appreciate it, to feel the fullness of what you have created. So Aries, when I look at this entire reading, when I see the journey from the Six of Pentacles through to the Four of Wands, what I see is an absolutely beautiful transformation. I see abundance flowing toward you. I see you stepping into power and wisdom. I see you making bold moves with clarity and courage. I see destructive patterns falling away to make room for genuine love and connection. I see you making choices that align with your deepest values. And I see you celebrating the amazing life you are creating, the wealthy beginning that is approaching you. It is not just about money, although financial blessings are definitely part of this. It is about wealth in every sense of the word. Wealth of opportunity, wealth of connection, wealth of wisdom, wealth of joy, wealth of purpose. You are entering a phase of your life where you are going to feel rich in all the ways that matter. And regarding the person who cries for you in secret, the person who is trapped in their obsession with you, I want you to understand that their situation is their lesson to learn. You are free. You are moving forward. You are stepping into everything you deserve. And you do not owe anyone access to this new chapter unless they have earned it through genuine respect, authentic care, and aligned values. I want you to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities that are going to start showing up. The universe is conspiring in your favor right now. Doors are opening. People are noticing you. Opportunities are manifesting. And all you need to do is stay open, stay aligned with your truth, and have the courage to step through those doors when they appear. This reading has such powerful, positive energy, Aries. I genuinely feel excited for what is coming your way. You have worked hard. You have grown so much. You have overcome challenges that would have broken other people. And now it is your time. It is your moment to receive, to thrive, to celebrate, to build the life you have always known was possible. Trust yourself. Trust the process. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. And get ready, because this wealthy beginning is not just approaching, it is arriving.